Hello, guys. Welcome to Super Saturday. Welcome to Saturday School. Hello. So, today we're going to be talking about digital marketing and how it can change your life if you do what I'm going to break down and share with you today. So, as you're popping on live, say hello in the live chat. Would love to know who's out there. Would love to say hello back to you. I'm so excited to continue what we were talking about last week. So, last Saturday. It's gonna pretty much be the same content in case anyone was here last Saturday. However, I realized when I was sitting back trying to decide what I wanted to share and teach on this Saturday, I realized that when I think about people that I get to work with, meaning like my mentees, and I'm helping them with the process. And even on office hours on Tuesdays, when I hear people going through the journey of their business, I realize that there is no one and done. There's not this continuous and then, because oftentimes what's stopping people from their higher levels of success is really getting right a lot of the fundamentals and understanding how it all works together. And again, just coming back to the whole idea of it's like we're a continuous work in progress. And literally the steps are the steps, the framework that I work, it's a framework that I work. It's not a whole lot of complication. It's not a whole lot of fanciness. I'm not trying to teach a gazillion things when it comes to making money online. And I just believe that repetition, literally is going to get you there. Hearing things over and over and over again, right? At some point it'll sink in. So whether this might be the first time that you're experiencing what I'm going to share today, maybe it's your 50th time. Fact of the matter is, once it really sinks in, that's when things will begin to change right in your business. And I think where so many people go wrong when it comes to making money online is they're trying to do way too many things. They're trying to take in so much information. They learn something and they give that new idea or that new concept or that new strategy or that new tactic one whole week. And when they're not making all the money they want to make or seeing all the results they want to see, whatever that's supposed to mean, right now they're out there searching for that new tactic, right? That new strategy. There's very, very few people that just really hunker in and will just follow through. And the interesting thing about business is, that is exactly what it takes, because in business, you're going to have exceptionally amazing times, right? Because that just might be the time of year for your industry or for your niche. And there are going to be other times where you're like, I'm doing the same things that I've been doing, right? But why are my results not exactly like they had been the months prior? Or, and if you start to second guess whether or not what you're doing is right or wrong, or you start to get fearful and you veer off and think you need something more instead of just staying the course, that is where so many people get in trouble. And I can tell you, bigger than just the financial rewards of my mindset shift this year in my business, bigger than the financial rewards has also been the fact of how I've grown up in business, meaning my mindset. I feel like the years prior, I kind of had more of maybe a freshman, mindset when it came to business. I was good, right? I was darn good when it came to some things, but then when it came to other things, just working the plan, knowing that it works, not worrying about what it looks like in the moment, but just working the plan and knowing that you are doing the right things. I wasn't always that tough when it came to that. This year, I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. It's this amazing course, right, that I sell. It helped me in such an amazing way in understanding that business is bigger than just the results that you're getting. Let me know if that, someone needs to write that down, I'm sure. Business is so much bigger than just the immediate results that you get. And I think that's where so many people struggle is they come online and they're believing they're supposed to make money really, really fast. And they forget, or they never even really understand the fact that no, you're building a whole business and there are considerations that need to be made. And I guess getting to that place in my business, I've never had so much peace, just overall peace, right? Financial peace, peace of mind, just everything, right? Everything. People always talk about stuff, you're so consistent. And there's a couple of layers to that. It's not even that I'm consistent, but I know this is the work that I'm supposed to do. Therefore, it's what I do. It's not about being consistent so that I can make money. It's about doing what I know I'm here to do, right? That there are people that I'm supposed to serve. And if I don't show up, I don't serve them. I don't help them. I don't get found by them, right? So many people. And this is the thing, like even today, I woke up to another email that said, I've been praying, right? And I wasn't even searching, but your video appeared. The more and more that I hear that, like I realize, right, exactly what I tell you guys so often, our customers are already out there. You've just got to do the work to get yourself out there so they can actually know that you're a thing. But believe it or not, there are people that are praying for your presence. They're praying for what you have to offer. They're praying for your content. They're praying for your word of the day. They're praying for your inspiration. They're praying for your encouragement. They're praying for the digital product and or the solution that your digital product has to offer. They are out there seeking and they're praying, right? And when you can decide to get serious about this journey, right, that you're on, that is when things can change for you. And here's the thing. Oftentimes when I get those emails or I get those messages or community members like remind me how they discovered me and how I've been able to help them, oftentimes I'm like you're sharing that with me at a time when like maybe I was even a little bit doubtful, not doubtful in the fear like I'm doing something wrong, but you know, we always kind of feel like, could I be doing something more? And so those kind of reminders always remind me that I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, right? And again, like this is just my work. So because I don't do anything, like my consistency doesn't ride on being consistent so that I can make money, but because I've learned how to be consistent in my life in a way that just, it just fulfills me. It's almost like a selfish consistency, right? Because I get fulfilled in this way, I'm able to help people in this way. And that the natural byproduct, like you hear so many people saying, but I can tell you from experience, the natural byproduct is that people do buy what it is that I'm selling. Right. And so when I say like repetition, like it's going to be the mother of your learning. It's going to be the mother of your results, because I promise you, right. And I've said this so many times over the many years I've been online, is like, you're just not going to get it in one live stream. You're not going to just get it in one video. There's not going to just be one time you hear something and it immediately clicks. There might be some things that click with you like that, but there will be other things where once you get on your journey and you start taking action, you're like, wait a second, right? I'm trying to see if I saw Jessica's name, Veronica, right? Veronica is one of my mentees. She says it all the time. She's like, I dove back into your mentorship hub and oh my gosh, like something you said months ago, like it's finally making sense to me. But really what's happening is it's just meeting her where she is right now. Why? Because Veronica is present in her business. She's doing the work. She's rocking steady. Even when she has doubts, even when she has fears, even when she's like, am I doing things right? No, she might not be doing things right. Right. That's why the access to information, the access to mentorship, the access to someone that knows more than they know, right, is so instrumental, right? Because you can't keep starting and stopping. You can't keep thinking that it's another opportunity or another thing that you must sell. At some point, you got to look yourself in the mirror and you got to say, you know what? I'm friggin' 50 years old. Like, when am I going to get real with this thing? Like, when am I going to get real with this thing I'm calling a business? Like, when am I going to start treating it like a business, right? When am I going to be the prolific voice, the prolific force, right, out there for the people that I want to serve? When am I going to be the person, right, where people are emailing me saying, oh my gosh, I found your video and I was praying and I didn't even know what I was, but you just appeared. When are you going to give people that opportunity, right, to experience you and your business in that way? When you start understanding and thinking about your business that way, I promise you things will just change, right? And so oftentimes I say a lot, right? But I'm trying to say and share what I believe the person that might be wired just like me, that has aspired for the same things that I've been able to achieve for myself. And I'm still on my journey. Y'all already know, right? 6-figure months, right, is what I'm tracking. That is what I want, right? And so I'm still on my journey. However, I know there are a lot of people that do aspire to achieve what I've been able to achieve for myself just this year alone. And so beyond just the steps, I love to give insights into the way that I think and what I'm discovering, because believe it or not, what goes on in this mind plays such a big role with how I've been able to implement the steps, rock steady, be consistent, right? Not waver, not give up, not worry about what's going on the outside or what other people are doing. But like literally knowing, I've never used this word in my business, that what I'm doing has been ordained for me. That what I'm doing, like there was no coincidence that the roadmap came into my life when I was looking for something that I could believe in to sell. The roadmap that gave me a license. And what did I start saying, sharing very early on when I started selling this? I have goosebumps right now, y'all. I know that what I'm doing has been ordained for me, right? Because when I first started selling this, what did I say? I said, you know what? I love the fact that it has this license, because even if Zach and Hannah decide to go off and do something else, and I have videos of saying this, and I said, not that I think they would, because we have such a good thing here, but if, right, they decide they want to do something else, my business is protected by this license, meaning that I can go on and keep doing what I'm doing, right? Selling the way I'm selling, marketing the way I'm marketing, because I'm protected by this license. I own the course. How many of y'all remember me saying that? And now look what happens a year later, right? They're amazing human beings, but they weren't getting what they needed to get out of the community they were building. And so they're going to go on and do it a better way that serves them. But what does that mean for me? It means that my business isn't subject to the way their wind is blowing. My business is still subject to the way I want to build this business, which is exactly why I can still offer this course with the master resale rights, right? With this beautiful community that we've been building over this past year. Y'all, I really, really hope that you guys are, for those of you guys that might be new or you might not get this, but it might be exactly what you need to hear to understand why it's so important that you make power moves in your business, and that you always are building a business based upon vision, right? Which allows you to build a business by design, where heck, maybe one day you look up and you're like, there's no way that I can deny what's happening. Like this has been ordained for me. And that's really what I'm feeling right now. Like that word just came to me today as I'm sharing this with you. I really believe there's just too many dynamics, right? That has not knocked me off. That if everything that happens, it just reinforces that I made the right decision a year ago when I decided to give up a broken business model that wasn't serving me, right? And to get on a completely different, not completely different, but a way different path, right? Y'all, I'm going to say this, and I end all of my emails like this, but I'm going to say this as we're going into this Super Saturday, the Saturday School. Y'all, I'm here for you. It is not a sign off on my marketing emails. I am here for you. I am down for your success, right? Like literally, not to toot my own horn, but I break my neck to make sure that people that align with me have what it is that they need. This is why I show up, right, on Saturdays and Thursday nights, and I do what it is that I do, because I know that there are just so many people out there that I've got to reach. I don't do this again so that I can have $1,000 day. I have $1,000 days because my heart is in the right place when I do this. Again, because I know that this is ordained for me. It's what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'll say this and we'll move into things. That's another reason why I love this course so much, just because I believe, y'all, please hear me on this. If you're out there and you're like, I would love to feel that way about what it is that I do. One thing I love about this course so much is that those are the first things that you begin to learn, is how to establish your vision, how to think about what it is that you want, how to really understand what digital marketing is, right? And how to figure out like what your place is in this big thing. Right? You get to think about who you want to serve, right? Do you see how if I didn't know who I wanted to serve, it would be impossible for me to have this much conviction and passion about what I do. But I know that what I do literally is not a luxury. That there are people, literally, I have the emails, I have the recorded messages on our Zooms, right? Of people that are like, stuff I was praying and your content just appeared. I was praying when I found your content, like I just knew you were my person. You take this course seriously if you decide to dive into it. And that's the exact business that you get to build for yourself. See, we don't never ever have to do anything, right? I get to mentor great people in my private mentorship. It's not something I have to do. When someone says, yes, I want your monthly mentorship, I'm like, yes, I get to mentor them. I get to spend time with them. I get to help them. It's not like, woohoo, I made some extra money. I'm like, yes, I get to spend 30 days with them, right? Office hours, I get to serve. I get to answer questions. It's not like, oh, here we go with office hours. I wonder who's going to show up with stupid questions. If y'all don't think those kind of things go through people's head, you don't know people. For me, everything is I get to go live on Saturday. I get to show up on Thursday night conversations. Like I get to do these things. I get to inspire people by what I know. And I just believe if more people could get there in their business, like making money just would not be a thing. Money would just find you. Someone needs to write that down. You're trying to get money too much. You're trying to grasp at money too much. You're trying to chase money too much. Right? Money is trying to find you. You are just evading it. And I just believe if more people get here, like the money will just find you. All right. So you guys, the reason I wanted to talk about this topic again is because, again, as I look around and I see what's going on, I realize that people make this way too hard. People make this way too hard. Let me say some hellos. There's a lot of chatter in there. A lot of people saying hello. Hello, Brian. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Victory Glow. Hello, Carla. Love your passion. Sold on you. It's me that needs to get it together. Let's go, Carla. Let's go. Get it together then. It's just a decision. That's the thing. It's just a decision. So just like we can make a decision that, you know what, oh, I'm jacked up, right? Or it's my mindset. Like just that's a decision you make. You realize that there's nothing there's nothing definitive that says you're jacked up. That's what you're telling yourself, right? Flip of a switch, you can decide, I've got my stuff together. Like I know where I'm going. I know how I'm going there. And you just begin to act as if, right? And then everything catches up from there. Like you make that decision that you've got your stuff together and everything just begins to catch up to you. You'll wake up one day and you're like, I didn't just tell myself that. I do have my stuff together. So just always know, right, that everything is one side, right, of a coin. And where there is one way to look at something, on the other side of that coin, right, there's a completely different way to look at it. And all you got to do is flip the coin and then just act as if. It's not fake it till you make it. Like literally, you're just deciding I'm not going to be confused. I'm not going to be, a hot mess. Like I'm not going to be. I'm going to be this instead. And I can share this, y'all. This might be one of those days, but I can tell you guys, like overwhelming calm. That was me, right? Like I was the person where I was just like, I was like an anxiety mess. Like I was always like, what's next? What's next? And I remember I got to a place where I'm like, I'm just going to be calm. I just can't do this anymore. Like I'm going to have a calmness about the way I approach things, everything. And I'm telling you, like things just changed. I just began to be a lot more calmer person, right? So again, Carly, just start acting as if. I promise you everything will catch up to you when you do. Veronica says business is bigger than results we are building a whole business. Absolutely. And the results are happening all around you. Right? Even like, again, when I get emails that say, Steph, I've been praying and then you showed up, that is a result. Do you realize that? Right? Every click, every view, every email open, everyone deciding to join me live, those are all results. Are we paying attention to those things? Because they matter, right? Like every single soul, every single breath in your business, every single person, they matter. Are you paying attention to that? Because if you start paying attention to all of these micro results, then the bigger result that you want in terms of the money, I promise you, like it'll happen. All right. Hello, Arnice. Hello, Lysandra. Hello, Jessica. Hello, guys. Holistic Health and Wellness. Hillary, Mark, Bianca. Hello, guys. And you're welcome, Carla. You are welcome. So, and Veronica, you already know I'm going to bring it. So today, you guys, I'm going to break down exactly how to get started, right, with the most precision. Write that down. with the most precision. All right. This is the exact path that I took when I first got started. It's exactly what I do to this day. And I know that if more brand new people or people that are maybe not exactly where you want to be, you do what I'm going to share today, not only can you get started, but you can start experiencing results, right? Again, with precision. We're talking about like the path of least resistance. That's all I'm available for. The path of least resistance. All right. So I'm going to break down exactly how that we do this, right? A few important things, right? Before we dive into things, I want to make sure that if I'm talking to people that are like, Steph, I want to rock with you, I want to roll with you, I want in, I need you to know that we have things that are expiring and there's something to look forward to as well. All right. So for the entire year, right, and even last year, I offered extended mentorship. And I was supposed to close it down in like February, I think, but something in my gut just said, no, Steph, keep it open. Like more people need it. And so I kept it open. But the time's come. Like the time has come. I have enough evidence and proof that that I want to serve people that want to be served, right? And so extended mentorship is coming to a close, all right? So for any new customers, if you get started now, then my extended mentorship is included. And that gives you access to monthly training and a hangout. Matter of fact, mark your calendar. That's this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So once a month, we do a deep dive training, hangout, mastermind. It's explosive. All right. So it's an additional way for you to be fed and for you to get more of what you need to help you on this journey, right? Another instance where you're not all by yourself. That's included, as well as access to the replays in my mentorship hub. And my mentorship hub, right, has a lot of other resources. This is where a lot of my members, they go when they want to take a deeper dive into a lot of the elements like niching and branding, especially messaging. I do a lot of content in there on like the vibe and the flow and the mindset of creating content and like stepping into your own. And so again, my mentorship hub, like it literally is the bomb. So you get all of that included at no additional cost. All right. So, but that's expiring on July 31st. Come August 1st, there will be, for all new customers, there will be a cost associated to getting access to the extended mentorship. And it's just simply because I want to create for people that want to be there. And there are just far too many people that have access to it now that don't use it. I'm just not going to keep creating, right? Just to create. I want to create for people that really, the Veronicas, the Tonys, right? Like the people that I know. I don't mean to leave off anyone, but you're always in there, right? You're always in there checking for like, okay, this is the answer to this. This is like, you're there using it as a resource. And so that dynamic is changing. So you got to get started now if you want that extended mentorship, which is absolutely gold. All right. August 1st, there will be an additional cost if you decide that you want to add the extended mentorship, right, to the actual course purchase. All right. And then on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do our extended mentorship training call. All right. And then for other reasons I won't talk about today, you're going to want to make sure you're in because I have some really, really fun and great things coming as well. All right. So who's excited? Who's ready? All right. Who's excited? Who's ready? All right. So digital marketing can change your life if you do this. I have so many feelings around that. So many feelings around that. Chime in. Who's ready to change their life? Who is ready to change their life? Veronica says, yes, that hub is my personal business resource. God, I love it. Yes, yes. Who's ready to change their life with the power of digital marketing? All right, you guys. So a couple of things you got to know about like this industry that you get to make money in. All right. And if anyone is like ready to go, right, and you're like alarmed by what I shared, right, maybe you've been sitting out there listening and you're like, oh, I'll just take forever to, nope, don't take forever. Don't take forever. All right. Because learn the mentorship element. There's so many people that say, Steph, the course is amazing, and it is, but they'll say that it's the mentorship for me. So not only do you get access to office hours every single Tuesday, that's for all of the customers and even your customers. So if you decide to sell this course as your own and someone buys it from you, guess what? You get to invite your customers. Like it's all in the same portal. They get access to office hours every single Tuesday as well. So your customers get to be supported. Especially when you're first getting started and no one says you've got to do what I do. You can just decide to sell the course and help really good people that want to learn this information. This is just, again, I'm ordained. This is what I'm ordained to do. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. And so that means I've stepped up and I decided I do it for me. I do it for our people's customers, everybody. All right. So when you know what's going on, it makes you take notice and decide to get more serious. So number one, digital marketing is a 786.2 is going to be, worth $786 billion by 2026. That's the digital marketing industry. Forbes has said like it's the place to be. Digital marketing is what people want to know. It's what they want to learn. Like it's the space that you want to be thriving in because virtually every business out there leverages digital marketing for growth. All right. It's the space that you want to be in. And what's so stinking exciting is that on the big scale, yes, that's what major companies are doing. But y'all, everyday people like you and I, like we're building empires from the comfort of our home. Right? We're earning six figures in less than a year. We're earning 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 on up a month, right? Through these very simple digital marketing skills and selling something like this digital marketing course, right? Selling other kind of digital offers, whatever you want to sell, right? It is available to you, but just know people are changing their life, right? Because of this digital marketing space. E-learning. Okay. So e-learning is people coming online, wanting to learn things via the internet, right? It's poised to be 1 trillion in revenue by 2030. 1 trillion in revenue. Can you just write down on your piece of paper, like just how can I just get a piece of that 1 trillion? Because you realize every time I sell my course, right, that's part of this revenue they're talking about because this course is e-learning. It's someone electing not to go to USF or not to go to another university and learn digital marketing, right? Instead, they're saying, no, I'm going to invest $500 and I want to learn digital marketing to maybe sell an existing product, to grow their business, to grow their brand, to learn how to do this stuff. So can you just get a piece of that, right? Can you just write that? How could I get $10,000 a month worth of that $1 trillion in revenue? That's what you have. That's the opportunity you're looking at right now. Yeah, I hope I'm sharing this in a way that allows you to really see this as not just a thing. That is why it annoys me when people just hop around. This is not a thing. This is something you get to be involved in. Huge. All right. And now digital products, y'all. This is the stat that blows my mind. And when you understand this, you're going to realize why I say every single one of our customers are already out there. According to Forbes, the digital goods market is expected to grow from 54 billion to 74 billion by 2025. But wait, there's more. Digital goods and services are also becoming a larger part of consumers' discretionary spending. Y'all, can someone just give me like the praise emoji hands? Are you feeling me? Digital goods, people are using discretionary income, like it's part of their discretionary spending, which means like your customers are stacking their coins to buy from you, representing an estimated 2.9% of their total wallet. You got to know what time it is. You got to know what you get to be a part of. You got to know how big this is. You got to know it's time to take this serious. Like you just got to know. And again, when I know how the internet is, that's why I keep saying things like this. You got to stop thinking this is just a thing. You got to stop thinking if I can just find the right product to promote, right? The right biz op, the right thing. And you're like, no, I want to get good at this. I want to become a good digital marketer. I want to learn how to make money online. I want to build a brand. I want to create content. I want to be searchable. I want to be found, right? I want to be able to make money in my sleep. When you realize that's the impact your little personal brand can have, and that can yield you six figures in less than 12 months, right? You'll start getting really, really serious about this because the stats I just shared, they're just not a thing, right? Massive eye-opening to what I keep saying and I keep posting. There is a digital wave among us. Where are you in the wave? Where are you in that right now? Are you on the beach? Not wanting to get your hair wet, not wanting to learn how to swim, like not wanting to get salty. You're on the beach as you're like literally watching this wave just do its thing, just grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're not even attempting to get in the water. Yo, those stats represent the wave I keep talking about. So these aren't just cutesy words I use. It's backed by stats. The stats tell us, right, where the money is. And again, and I show up to help you get your share, right? I show up to help you get your share because I know I'm positioned to get my share. I know I'm getting my share. It's happening in real time. I'm getting my share every single day. And I literally just believe more people should be equipped to do so. All right. So what you've got to make up your mind is that you're going to decide to be good at this. There's so many people that are substandard, right? They're just doing the thing. You got to decide that you want to get good at this. All right. How many want to get good at this? So the first step in all of this, all right, again, this is how. Okay, now we're going to 1, 2, 3. How? These are the things you're going to follow. So get ready to really take your notes here. This is how you will change your life with digital marketing. All right. Step number 1. And there's already people out there that are guilty of not doing step number 1. So I don't know how in the world they expect, right, to get their share when they can't even do number 1. Number 1, you got to decide you yourself really want to learn how to earn online. That's what digital marketing is, right? You got to decide to be a student of this space. That is why I love everything that's transpired that made me reignite this Digital Profits U. Because think about that, Digital Profits University, Digital Profits U. I created that domain when I first broke into my own digital product space. And I really thought it had died when I decided to take a new direction with my business. But it's again, everything's ordained. I know it is. That name is so appropriate for what we do and for the community we're building. Because this university that you can get access to help you learn how to make money online, it'll help you become a student, right? It'll help you learn the business of online business. So if you want to leverage digital marketing and you want to change your life, the first way is literally you've got to be a lover of this. You got to decide you're going to be a student. All right, write that down. Most people are not willing to do that. Their mindset is, I got to do something to get something. And what that often means is I got to learn just enough. Where's that getting you? How great is your content? When was your last lead? When was the last dollar you earned? Right? When was the last time someone said you impacted them? Okay, those things aren't happening if you're just trying to touch the surface. I'm just trying right here. It's not good enough. You got to decide to be a student. All right. And I'm going to keep sharing this point, y'all. And if you doubt me on this, just please look around and you'll know it's true. There are many people you look up to yourself and you know it's true. When you become a student of this industry, digital marketing, this is what I'm talking about today. However, you can use what I'm talking about for any industry or niche that you want to serve. Okay. When you look at leaders, you see them as what they show up as, right? They are synonymous with what they do. They're not synonymous so they can make money. In most instances, if they're anything like me, they're synonymous because it's just what they're supposed to be doing. It's like I couldn't get away from this, if my life depended on it. I'm a person of many passions, of many talents. I've gone through many obstacles. I've fixed many things in my life. I don't want to talk about any of those things for business. I don't wake up every day oh my gosh, I want to inspire somebody. And no. What I talk about on a daily basis is what I get to make money from as well. So digital marketing, making money online, content creation, anything, any way that people see me, you're seeing me. You're not going to luck up on me in my local grocery store and I'm going to be a completely different person. This is digital marketing. And this space, this niche is who I am. Right? Therefore, number 1, quitting is not an option. You see why I don't shiny object syndrome? What's that? I'm doing the thing. I'm living the thing. I don't have to go out there trying to search for fulfillment in something else. I am digital marketing, right? And I get to do it my way. But most people, they're trying to find a way to make money. They're trying to find, again, that's it. They're trying to find a way to make money. And how can I learn just enough? They're not willing, again, to log into the mentorship hub and really study up on, there's something to the way Steph does this. And I know she's given me the answers and the keys in her hub, right? Let me get down to the bottom of why her content is magnetic, why she's able to generate leads, why she's able to make the sales that she makes, why she's able to make the impact. She's like laid it all out for me. I'm a student. I hate to tell y'all, but that's just what it takes. That is just what it takes. There is no easy way out. There is no shortcut home. It does not exist. You need more people telling you this is what it takes. All right? When you become a student yourself, it makes everything easier in your business. Content creation, whether it's video, reels, posts, going live, emails. You don't have to wonder what to do. Because if you want to help people, and in this instance, I just want to help people, then I just help people. I help people, whatever feels like the way I'm supposed to help them for the day, that is how I help them. Right? And I do it through my content. That's why it comes out as it comes out. That's probably why it's inspiring, because it's coming from a real, true place and not from a place where I'm trying to get your money. Because I'm going to get the money regardless. It doesn't matter whether you buy from me or someone else buys from me. I'm going to get the money. Somebody needs to write that down, because when you can have that attitude, right, you'll realize it's been in you all this time and you don't need to go chase something new. There's nothing wrong, right? You just need to hunker down. All right. I shared this last week and I'll say it again. Y'all, that's exactly how, as a brand new person, because I get it. It's easy to look at me as I am now and say, Steph, that's you can have that kind of confidence now because you've been in the game. You're making really good money. No. But how did I get here? How did I make 28 sales in my very first 30 days online? Because I was a student. I was a student first before I was a marketer. Check your intention. When I invested into my very, very first thing online, it was because my intention was to learn how to make money online. See, y'all think that your intention is to learn how to make money online, but it's not. Your intention is to earn online. That is why you're not a prolific student. You're not listening to all things digital. You're not. That's why you struggle. Literally, my first intention was to learn. And because that first thing I bought taught me some key fundamentals of learning, I saw myself in it and I was like, wow, more people need this. They need to understand, right? What it takes. And so I got out there and I began to tell people, you need this. And they bought it from me. I was a student from day number one and I rocked my business as a student. I wasn't trying to sell the thing. I was trying to, again, did I know I was going to make money? Yeah, eventually. But I knew that if I just told people you need this, to me, it was kind of the money, of course, is going to follow me, because there are going to be some people that think just like I do and they're going to want it. So check your intention. If you're on the struggle bus, do you think you might be on the struggle bus because you want to earn so badly that you're overshooting it? Because you're just not even willing to be a student. If our job is to be a resource in our business, how can we be a resource when we ourselves are not even a student? What you're really just trying to do is just sell somebody something. Why should you be trusted? Why should you be listened to? You're not even willing, right, to be the product of what you're selling, or the product in your niche, or the leader, or the authority in your niche, right? Why should someone listen to you? That's the day and age we're in right now, you guys, when it comes to making money online. People are listening to people and then making their buying decisions. The sales pages mean very, very little nowadays. People are listening to people and they're making their buying decisions. So when you struggle in your business with making money, right, you're the culprit. That's just you are the culprit. There's no other way to put it. Number 2, okay? Digital marketing can change your life if you do this. So number 1, are you willing to be a student? Someone in the live chat, decide that you're going to learn how to earn online. Be a student of this space. Step number 1, be a student of this space. Number 2, once you learn, so we got to learn first. That's why we're a student, right? Once you learn, so in this instance, you're diving into the course, right? You're learning all the important factors, okay? All the steps, everything. As you're learning, you want to decide your initial path. Write that down. Number 2, decide your initial path. All right. Now, when it comes to the course, okay, digital marketing, me selling you this course. All right. In this instance, one of those paths could be you could decide that you're a lot like me, where you're like, people need this. There are people out there that want to make money and they're struggling because they don't know what's in here. That's a whole message. It's a whole word. It's a whole video series. It's all of that. I just gave you content. People need this digital marketing course because they're out there struggling because they don't have what's in here. So path number 1, you can decide that you're going to resell this course because you realize if I sell this, I'm making this space better. I'm helping people learn how to thrive. All right. So number 1, you can resell the training and our community, which is a big thing, right? You can sell the course as well as the community. So now you're selling the training plus support, which not a whole lot of people are really doing it. They'll throw you in a chat room, but there's not real support where you get to show up in a Zoom room face to face, like a grown adult, ask questions and get the respect of your answer live right there, or being able to share your screen, right? I've been using that term a lot, professional and grown up. I feel like that's what our community is about, right? Is making sure people have what they need to excel, to be excellent, to be great, to get what it is that they need. You show up, again, on Tuesdays, no one leaves there that has a question that gets unanswered. No one. I don't care if we stay longer than 2:00 every Tuesday. So you get to sell the whole package. Okay. So that's one path. And believe it or not, as you begin to go through the training, again, I'm only speaking to the people that, again, you're ready to learn. Because there are some people that will invest in things like this just to resell it. And good luck, you'll fail unless you already have marketing chops. But as you begin to go through, like, let's say you're completely new, you'll begin to discover, like, you'll begin to have an inkling or a vibe around what you want to do. Like if you've had an idea on your heart, you're like, okay, I'm seeing now how I can manifest this thing. Like I'm seeing now how this idea I had, like how I'll be able to build it out because I have everything here to support me, everything here to help me build it, everything here to help me understand how to move this forward. Or as you're going through it and you're like, oh my gosh, I know I've always loved the make money online space, right? But I get to learn it and I can sell it. Like you're going to know, right? Like what path you want to take. If you're really, really paying attention. And again, you're really a student of this. All right. The second way that you can choose a path is by using the knowledge, right, to help you pursue, right, another vision or mission or passion that you have. Like it could be a non-make money online path, right? It could be helping people with their weight loss goals. It could be helping people with fixing their credit. It could be helping people with leveling up their investing. It could be helping with people with their mindset, right? I shared this before. You could be like really like not getting great results in affiliate marketing right now. And this could help you with upping your affiliate marketing game. And then you can go out there and help people in the affiliate marketing space. We'll talk about some of this later, but you could use what you learn here to help you in excelling in a spot where maybe you weren't excelling, or to help you in getting started, right, in a way that you want to get started in. Okay. So you got to choose your path right from the beginning. Okay. You have to, it's non-negotiable. It's exactly why I was able to get such a fast start when I first got started many years ago. is because that path I chose was, number one, I realized how much I loved the idea of making money online and then turning around and sharing what I was learning to help other people as well. Like I realized I love just the niche. I love the industry. Even though I didn't know anything about niching at the time, I knew I loved it. So that path was really easy. Again, I saw myself in it. Right? As you go through the training, you'll begin to see yourself in the direction that you want to go in, because things will start to align for you. All right. Number 3. Okay. Digital marketing can change your life if you do this. Y'all, if you just do number 1, I feel like everything just finds you and meets you where you are. I feel like everything just finds you and meets you where you are. And just, again, the steps and everything just begin to flow for you. But again, most people struggle because they're just not willing to be a student. Number 3, okay? Once you pick your initial path, now you want to pick a targeted market of people so in this instance, within the make money online niche, right? Or if you're going to go with a different niche, that's fine. But you got to pick a targeted group of people in that niche. So when we're talking about making money online, we're not just saying anyone that wants to make money online is our person, right? Because then again, the impact I'm able to have in my business where people can be inspired by my content and want to buy from me, you won't have that, right? Because you'll just be talking like all things making money online. But when you pick a targeted group of people that you want to talk to, right, you'll know how to speak to them, how to show up for them, right? And that way, when you speak or you talk or you create your content, they will know, oh my gosh, you're talking to me. Even faceless brands, you guys, faceless brands, they excel because they know exactly who that account is for. And so all of the content they create, it's speaking directly to, right, that particular person. That's why faceless content can work for people that know how to go about it the right way. All right. So here are some examples, right, of people just in the make money. Like if you decided on the make money online niche, these are just examples, right, of targeted groups of people that you can decide, right, to spend all your energy talking to and creating content for and calling these people in. Baby boomers. So if you're a baby boomer yourself and you've struggled with tech and maybe thought you could never get this, and you come into this course and you start to learn and you set your first funnel up, don't you think there are other baby boomers out there that would trust you, that would have confidence that, wow, she said or he said they couldn't do it, but they were able to do it. That means I can do it too. So often, write this down, you guys, people are looking for like proof that it can work for them too, that it's already worked for people like them. Because people love to fight for their limitations. They love to be able to say, yeah, but Steph, you know what? You're crazy outgoing. You have a big personality. Well, what if someone that doesn't have a big personality comes into this, learns from it, and turns around and says, you know what? Like, I really didn't think I could do this because I'm shy. And someone's like, whoa, oh snap, I'm shy too. And you're shy and you're doing videos, or you're shy and you figured out Pinterest, or you're shy and you're doing faceless. That means I can do this too. Right? And so it's important that you understand that the need and the light here, pause for a second. The likelihood is the niche or the targeted group of people that you'll decide to talk to and make your business about will be who you were at some point on your journey, or even who you are right now, depending upon where you're starting. So my business now is for the Steph Perez of many, many years ago. I create for what I know I would have loved to have had when I got started. But when I got started, who did I talk to? I talked to the people that were just like me at that time, working full-time jobs, wanting something more, exploring, entrepreneurial type stuff, wanting to make extra money, wanting to learn how to make money online. I spoke to them because I could speak to them so clearly, because we all have the same pains. Can't see myself doing this job for the rest of my life. I could speak from exactly where I was, and other people that felt the same way could hear me. All right. So baby boomers, right? How about Gen Xers or midlifers, right? Jobbers, people that work jobs, right? People that are employed right now, but don't want to be there forever, right? New moms, right? When I was first getting started online, there were so many mom groups. right? There were mom groups all over the place, right? And their whole focus was helping other young moms like learn how to make money from home using the internet. And they were able to build such communities because, again, they were talking the language of new moms. They were talking the language of moms that had 2 and 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds, right? And not sending them to daycare and learning how to supplement your income and make really great money from the comfort of your home and not having to send your kids to daycare, right? Someone that's talking that easily is going to attract other new moms. And wow, there's hope. So this whole idea of not wanting to send my kid to daycare, like there are other women out there that feel the same way, that don't want the same thing, and they have found a solution. Oh, I'm going to gravitate. I want to do what they're doing. Do you see how it's almost like the product that's being sold or the thing being sold is second nature, because what the person is initially buying into is, oh, wow, like you have the solution to what I've been looking for. And if you're doing it, whatever you're doing, I want to do it too. Do you see why this is so important? This is attraction marketing. This is what makes our businesses work, right? With so much more precision, again, with so much more directness, with the least amount of effort, right? With the least amount of resistance. How about beginners or people that are on the struggle bus? That's my business, right? Those are the people that I serve are beginners, and those are the struggle bus, because I know how to help a beginner. I know what they need, right? I don't want them to make the mistakes that a lot of people make. I want them to get the access to the right information. And for people on the struggle bus, I want to help them get off the struggle bus because I know there's a better way. And I know the mistakes that they're likely making. And I know how to help them rectify those mistakes and get on the straight and narrow when it comes to making money online, right? And so, yeah, while I'm a midlifer, I don't really feel like my calling is just to talk to midlifers. Oh, but let's go there. But being a midlifer, right? I do spotlight the fact that I'm 50, right? I do talk about like building our forever home, right? In my content, like I do. So I do share things where people that might be around my age or older, they can identify with those things, or just maybe the very appearance of who I am identifies with people. And then if they're new and are on the struggle bus, do you see how it's like, now I'm just layering the attraction, right? So who you are is who you are, who you be is who you be. Right? But then again, when you're very intentional about who you're here to serve and why, write that down, why you're here to serve them. They can hear you. That's the whole point of choosing, right, a market of people, right? The more people can hear you, it's just, again, like the emails that I get, right? I was praying and your content popped up. They click on my content. If they can't hear me because I'm saying off the wall stuff, it doesn't matter that my content popped up. I'm not going to be their person. But if they've been praying, my content pops up and I am their cup of tea, right? Then what I'm selling is what they're buying. When you do this part, the buying decision narrows. People can take less and less time to say yes. And y'all, is that what you want? Like, you could be someone that's a procrastinator. You could be taking forever to make the decision to say yes. But is that what you want for your business? Do you want your customers and your decision to take, you taking a long time to make a decision? Who knows what that could be from? But the idea of someone discovering you and being able to say yes without ever going to your website, like already knowing. I had someone again on office hours this Tuesday. Right, one of my customers that said, stuff I bought from you the same day I found your video. I knew I was going to buy before I even went to your sales page. I've heard that many times. And again, I've heard many times I was praying and you popped up. So this part right here, right, it'll have you in the money faster than trying to talk to everybody, right? You want to go broke, talk to all folk. You want to get rich, market to a niche. All right. You want things to go faster? Know who the heck you're talking to and allow them to hear you in everything that you create. You guys, try me on this. Watch my uploaded content. Watch my live streams, right? Go to my channel, scroll over, click on community, and you'll see everything I do reinforces who I am, who I'm talking to, all the things, right? Open my emails, reinforces. Everything is constantly talking to my ideal person. All right. Retirees, struggling affiliates, right? People looking to switch industries. All right. Now you can decide to go against it and say, Steph, no, I just want to talk to everyone that wants to make money or everyone that wants to lose weight. And that's fine. Right. But again, attraction marketing will have you going faster, because at the end of the day, when you understand the mind of the consumer, you understand that people might want something, right? Like I might be sitting here wanting to lose weight. All right. And I could be consuming weight loss content. That's where it starts for me, the desire to want to lose weight. But the right channel, the right person pops up on camera. Now that desire goes from wanting to lose weight to, I found my person that's going to help me. I don't care if it's a membership, an ebook, I'm buying what they're selling because this is the person I want to follow. That's the journey that people go on. Write this down, please. Again, I'm telling you exactly how to change your life with digital marketing. Okay, in a short period of time if you want it to be. People may start with the topic, especially on YouTube. They just know they want a thing. And sometimes, again, like the email that I got today, they're just praying for the thing. They start with that thing, that desire, that outcome they want, and they'll keep searching, they'll keep consuming until they find the person. And some of you guys are being bypassed because you're not doing this, no matter what your niche is. And some of y'all are not even giving yourself the opportunity to be discovered because you're not creating the content. Therefore, you can't be discovered. People can't know you're there. All right. So step 3, pick a targeted market of people, right? Pick the people, pick your people that you want to talk to. Let me give you another bonus to this. Okay. I was reminded how much this is needed, right? This part right here, I'm going to share. I had a conversation with one of my mentees this week, and I had to remind myself, right, to remind her that if you can just, like for me, when I turn my camera on, whether it's recording a video, going live, or I'm in Canva creating, a graphic or a caption for my community, my thought process always, like someone just tapped me on the shoulder and said, Steph, I heard you make a boatload of money, right, online. Can you show me how? And I'm like, oh yeah, girl, sit down. Let me show you how. Right? Or let's go grab a cup of coffee, or let's go sit down and have some Mexican and I'll break it all down for you. That's why you guys, like the vibe you feel me have, because I energetically step into that, right? It's like when I turn the camera on, I might have my talking points, but I never allow myself to forget that I'm having a conversation with a real person, just one real person. Because if I can envision this being a real person and not you guys in my mind, right? Now, every single person, you guys, please hear me on this. Every single person that does watch the video, they're going to feel like I am just having coffee with them. I am just having a conversation with them. Like I am just giving them the steps solely, right? And so again, once you have your targeted person, again, and if you're a baby boomer and you want to attract other baby boomers, then you know how to talk to another baby boomer, right? You can be like, yeah, I know, like we thought this was hard, right? Like the Gen Xers or the millennials, they thought they had a cap on the market. But let me tell you something, I'm rising up a team of baby boomers, right? And I'm going to inspire them that they can do this, because if I can do this with 10 thumbs, right, then I know I can help other people. Like they know how to talk to their people, right? Therefore, they can command their attention. And now it's easier to turn on your camera and forget the whole idea, right? And when I say camera, y'all don't get all like nutso on me. It can be anything. Because believe it or not, when I'm creating graphics for my post and I got to create captions, I still got to drop into who am I talking to, right? Let's not be salesy stuff. Let's have the conversation still in the captions. If you're going to do faceless content, everything still applies, right? And so again, when you can talk to them like that, right? When you turn your camera on or you go to create now, right? Veronica, I'm talking to you right now, right? And anyone else that wants to listen, I thought about you. Now your mind isn't saying, oh my gosh, like I'm not an expert, or oh my gosh, how do I present this? Or oh my God, how do I show up like a pro? Because it's not about that. It's about taking that person out to coffee and breaking down your steps, breaking down your frameworks, telling them how it is, telling them how they can do this, talking about how amazing this space is, how great the results are going to be once they get started. That's what it's about. Yo, who can do that? Who can do that, right? But you see how when you're missing this whole component of the importance of your target market, then you end up flailing around out there, just creating a bunch of stuff you want to create or thinking you got to create a certain way, and you're totally bypassing the people, right, that really, really want to hear from you, but they can't because you're not talking to them. All right. Number four, decide on the problem you want to solve for them. Okay. Now it gets even deeper, right? And it gets even more expansive and better. I love it. Holistic health and wellness. I'm going to be a student of this space. Yes. Let's rise up students. Students, right, will be great. If you're an action taker, students will be great earners. So once we have that targeted market, right? So again, let's say make money on my niche, right? We figured out, okay, I'm going to help this group of people because I can speak to them, right? Now we got to decide on the problem that you're solving for them, right? So like y'all clearly can hear the problem I solve for my ideal people, right? I help them learn the business of online business so they don't ever have to get on the struggle bus if they don't want to. If they're on the struggle bus, they can get their booties off the struggle bus, right? I help them learn how to get set up, right? And how to start doing business online like a pro, right? I know the problem that I solve. You don't know how to make money, right? I teach you how to make money. What I sell teaches you how to make money, all right? So a few examples of how you can look at, right, the problem you solve for them. You've got to be able to say, like, I help X do this, right? I help baby boomers just like me, like learn how to navigate the tech so they can make money online with confidence, right? I help midlifers who thought like, you know, their life was over because they're now empty nesters. I help them like reignite their excitement, right, by learning how to make money online, whatever. Right? You don't have to say all that, but in your mind, it's kind of like, it's what I said earlier. It's like, you know who you're talking to and why you're talking to them. Right? And believe it or not, a lot of Gen Xers, right? Midlifers, baby boomers, right? I'm not a baby boomer. My mom is, right? But I know what it feels like to be a midlifer. And I know what it feels like because I had that feeling when my daughter, right, was about her sophomore year. Right. I was like, well, that's our baby. I was like, well, girl, talking to myself. I said, well, girl, I guess it's time for you to get on with your life. Right. It was kind of a sad time in a way. Right. Like it was kind of it was a weird time. It was almost like I didn't want to allow myself to feel that. But seeing her, and who can attest to this, taking a pause here, y'all. Right. Like seeing her and even my son who's older begin to get on with their life. And to be able to begin experiencing things like I experienced when I was young like them, right? In certain areas, I was like, but my life's not over, right? Like now it's like, let's go hard with what you want now. And ironically, that was all during the time when it was like, oh, it's time to pivot. Like, this is not what you want to do anymore, right? Like everything just became full circle. But I say that because like knowing how I feel, I hope you guys can appreciate this. Knowing how I felt about that. Give me just a moment. Knowing how I felt about that, it would be like irresponsible or dismissive to think I'm the only one. And so like, I had to get okay with, again, I'm 49. That's the age I was last year, right? Like, being okay with spotlighting those things, because how could I inspire other people that might feel the way that I feel and knowing that, girl, it's okay. Like you can still do this thing. You can still become a whole millionaire at the age of 50, at the age of 60, at the age of 70. You can become a whole millionaire. I know people that didn't buy their dream houses until in their 70s, right? My mom, one of my mom's friends, right, bought their dream house in their 70s. We're talking about a gorgeous like mini mansion in their 70s. So it's like I've had so many examples of people that they just didn't stop because they felt they were a certain age or a certain place in life. They just kept going. And that was a reminder of me that that's great. My kids are excelling and they're figuring out their life's path. But what about me? Like, I'm not done. There was so much more I wanted to do. And so by speaking to that, do you see how Like another midlifer could be like, oh my gosh, I've had those exact same feelings. How they could see themselves in, well, I want to do what you're doing, right? I want that same energy. I want that same outlook. I want to learn what you're learning, or I want to do what you're doing. The process to say yes to whatever you're selling is a lot easier now, right? Because they've already sold themselves. Write that down, y'all. Right? And so after you discover, again, the person, right, then you're going to figure out the problem, right? Is it to help them in getting set up? Is it to help them in learning a platform? Is it to help them learning how to brand themselves, learning how to market, right? Helping them with affiliate marketing, helping them get the tools, the training, the resources that they need, right? Learning a way of doing something like drop shipping, Shopify, Amazon. Like you might come in this course and you might learn something or discover something, or it might send you on a completely different path. And you're like, I love this. Like you might discover a fascination for AI, and you're like, I want to build a business around teaching people how to leverage AI, right, to help make their marketing easier. I have goosebumps right now, y'all. Do you see how expansive this is? Right? Like you could discover that you have a fascination or a love with something, and that could be the path that you decide to go down. You can decide to take this whole journey and set up a Shopify store, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to go out there and show other people how to set up a Shopify store and get their own store set up. See what I'm saying? So again, when you're thinking about the person you want to serve, it's important to know the problem you solve for them, right? So what are they out there searching for and desiring, and how do you solve that problem? And here's the thing, you guys, there's no definitive answer. You answer the question based upon what you want for yourself and how you want to help people. Because if you say, but Steph, how do I know if there are baby boomers out there searching for how to get started with Shopify? Well, you got to assume, right? Like you can do your research and all that, but you got to just assume that I'm laughing at myself still. You got to assume, but no, there are baby boomers out there that would love to sell right through a store. And maybe they don't even know Shopify is a thing. They don't even know the first steps to getting started. But now you do. Write this down, y'all, because this is what step 4 is really all about. You becoming their tour guide. You holding the keys and you opening the door for them. Right? You becoming their resource. Here's the first steps, right? Here's the blank. Here's how to lose your first 5 pounds. Again, different industry, right? Here's how to set up your first funnel. You become their resource. You get them to believe in themselves. You get them to believe in the process. You get them to feel confident and safe, right? That this can help them, right? You are their tour guide, right? You have that mindset. You become a resource to them, y'all. And that could be on Pinterest, right? That can be on, like I do Pinterest, like meaning like as a consumer. And again, I open up Pinterest, and again, a lot of times when I'm going to get my nails done, you wouldn't tell because I always go with white, but almost every time I go get my nails done, I go to Pinterest to see like, are there any inspiring ideas? Right? You become a resource to people, and then guess what? People will begin to buy from you. I know, sharded, I know. I'm such a child, right? Oh man. So that's number 4. All right. What's the problem? And you've got to be able to know it for yourself so that they can hear it in your content. Why should they buy your product? And you guys understand this. This is so important because I'll tell you a quick example around this. So I have a Shopify store. And it's more on the back end of my business. I sell a lot more to my customers when they want tools and things. But there was an instance where I was just starting to buy so many MRR, PLR products, right? Just because it was like a good sale, was a good deal. But then I had to ask myself, like, why would, like in this instance, right? If I'm thinking of Veronica or I'm thinking of Arnice, right? I would have to say something like, but why would Arnice buy this? Would Veronica buy this? So do you see how when I know my ideal person and where they are on their journey and what they need to get what they want, I'm not just available to sell them anything. Because in my mind, like if Veronica wouldn't buy this to aid her in her journey, then I likely have no business selling it. Right? So you see how, so like when you know these things, you can make way better decisions about how to serve the people that you actually want to serve. And again, that can come right down to the content that you create. Right? So you guys, like in talking about these things, right? Trust me, it goes deeper. You can be writing these things down. And I hope you are, right? But it is a work in progress. And as you begin to take action, which so many of my people will tell you, my customers, my members, my mentees will tell you, is that you start to take action and you have more questions. You need more clarification, right? You need more guidance on it, right? But I'm telling you, you will change your life if you approach digital marketing like this. Because again, this is precision, right? Like this is the path of least resistance. This is getting you doing the right things to help you get to the money faster. All right. It is a straight and narrow path. All right. Number 5, decide what you will sell them. So it's great we have the problem we're solving, right? But now what will we sell them? Use the example of the store that I just talked about, right? Like I'm going to totally revamp my store because now I have a better idea of what I want to sell on my store. I want my store more to be about the resources to help my customers, the resources to help people with their digital marketing business, right? So oftentimes, you guys, there's a lot of things we can do, but there's a lot of things we should not be doing. There's a lot of things we should not be investigating. There's a lot of things we should not be researching, right? Because we know that it's not serving, right, the overall purpose of our business for our ideal person, right? So again, decide what you're going to sell them once you say, okay, this is the problem. What do I want to sell them? So in this instance, right, you could decide, right, like my person needs what's in this course. This is why I love the master resale rights element, is because if you're like, more people need this, you don't have to figure out how you're going to go out there and recreate the learning material. Imagine if you had to do that. Like imagine if you were like, oh my gosh, all this stuff I learned, now I want to teach other people, but you have to go and create the lessons, create the modules, create everything. In this instance, you don't. You literally, the moment, and I think about Nicole, what's her handle? I forget her handle. She's here, right? But I think about like what she does, right? It's like, I feel like when I consume her content, I'm like, oh my gosh, like she's going through the course and now she's getting things out of it. She's getting out there on video and she's like telling people, right? Like she's literally taking people on a journey as she's learning. And so that's the brilliant thing about this. Like if you're going through the course and you're like, oh my gosh, people need this, you don't have to wait until you're completely set up. You don't have to wait until you feel like you're a professional. You can literally decide to go out there and do a reel, do a video, do a short, do a post, and tell people like, my mind is blown with what I'm going through right now. Give me about a day or two, right? And I'm going to have a link in the description where you can learn more about this yourself. But like 2 days ago, I was out there searching for a way to make money. Now I have found the way and it's teaching me step by step. And I cannot wait to share this with way more people. Like that's a video, y'all. Do you see how some people just make it way too difficult? The first thing I said coming on live today, right, is so many people make this harder than it needs to be. Believe it or not, that excitement is what is missing out there. That excitement gets you talking to people and not at people. Right? And so like literally once you decide like this is what I want to sell them, you can begin getting out there with confidence, letting people know this is what I have for you. Right? And begin to help them at the level that you can help them, even if helping them is just 2 days ago, a week ago, I bought this course. Right? Because I was out there searching for a way, or I was praying for a way and this person popped up. And so I bought the course. And all I can tell you, my mind is blown. This is what I've learned so far, right? This is where I am in life right now. This is where I know this is going to help me get to. And that's why I'm so excited to sell this to more people. You just begin to plant the seeds. Again, write this down. If you want to help people, help people. Stop thinking that helping people is some kind of like you need a prereq to help people. You don't need anything set up to begin helping people. Because if your heart is to help people, just get out there and share an inspiring word or inspiring thought or what you're going through right now. And just know that it's all going to play a part in the bigger picture of someone becoming aware of you, trusting you, right? Falling in love with you, all those individual things. It'll all play a role. Everything doesn't have to be about, right? This is monetized. No, it'll become monetized, yes. right? But if you want to help people, just begin helping people. So again, deciding to sell this course in our community is an excellent way. Like if you want to be a part of this space and have a ready-made digital product to sell people, all right? Or it could be something else. You can say, you know what? I want to create my own course, teaching XYZ, right? Again, let's say you go to the course and you love, maybe you like AI or email marketing or branding, and you're like, I want to create my own course around branding. Like you have a fascination around it for some reason. You can decide to create your own course. You can decide to create your own digital guides or digital ebooks. You can decide to do coaching, power calls, consulting, right? You can decide to do anything you want to. It's up to you, but you got to decide how, right? Or what you're going to sell people. And what you're going to sell them, it needs to be the thing that takes them from A to B. All right. They need to be able to hear that in your content, right? That when you buy this, you're here, it's going to help you accomplish this. All right. That's always going to make sure that you're selling the right thing. When people can have the confidence that, wow, I don't like where I am right now. I buy this. It's going to help me start liking where I am. Oh, I'm going to buy it. Like that's exactly what I want. You leave no guess, right? Because you're telling them if you struggle with making money online right now, this is going to teach you everything from A to Z. It's going to help you gain clarity, get set up, learn digital marketing, learn funnels, learn email marketing, how to set your automations up, how to set your payment processes up, how to begin creating content, how to market YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Pinterest. Facebook's going to teach you all those things. People are like, wait a second, I need to learn those things. Now the confidence in buying, again, bam, it's there. Decision-making process, shorter. You guys, I literally have people that discover me and buy from me the same day, all the time. And it's because of this, right? I've changed my life because I've taken the path of least resistance in my business. These are the steps. I got my first 28 sales online as a complete brand new person in my first 30 days, right? Because I didn't even know these were the steps, but this is essentially what I did, right? Number six. Once you have that thing, okay, that you want to sell, okay, you want to create a very simple automated system around it that allows you to build your email list. So you want them to opt in to learn more about the thing, right? And you also want it to sell the thing for you. Why do you want to do that? Well, that's how you're going to allow yourself to make more money. You'll make more money through your email list, right? By using email marketing. And you'll have something that will sell for you 24/7, 365. All right. Again, y'all, these are the things that will change your life. Having these kind of systems in place is what allows people to go through your funnel and make a buying decision while you're sleeping, while you're working your 9-to-5 job. It allows people to go through your system and shoot you over an email and say, hey, I have a question before buying, right? This is going to help you make more money. You don't want to send people directly to a sales page. All right. You want to change your life with digital marketing, you got to learn how to do digital marketing right from the beginning. All right. And again, in our course, right, in our community, you learn exactly how to do that, whether you're doing it for your own digital product or whether you're doing it to sell this course as your own. We walk you through it all. You will learn automation, how to get it set up step by step over the shoulder, how to connect email marketing, how to connect your payment processors, how to get payment plans set up, so that you can allow your customers to buy from you using Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. So it's not at your risk. Like you're learning how to do business like a whole professional. All right. Number 7, you got to pick a platform. All right. You got to pick a platform, right? This is where you will be discovered. All right. So 7 and 8, right? So important together. 8 is you're going to get your marketing going, right? So you're going to pick a platform. Okay. I want to give you a little bonus here. Don't make this hard. All right. Again, when I got started way in 2007, there was a post that I discovered on the Work at Home Mom forum that led me to a MySpace profile that led me to YouTube. When I started watching those videos on YouTube, I was like, I can do what they're doing. That's what ignited everything for me. Therefore, because that worked on me, guess what I did? I got started on YouTube as well. And so I think a lot of times where people miss the mark is you're speculating on all the ways that you could get out there and do this thing. instead of saying, like, this is what attracted me, therefore I'm going to do that. It makes it so much easier, right? Where it's like, if something attracted you and you're like, oh my gosh, I can do that, right? Then do the thing, right? Then just follow in that path, right? Because the likelihood is it's going to be the easiest path for you versus speculating on all the things and ways and making it hard, right? What platform and what kind of content is going to be the easiest for you to create to start connecting with people? For some people, they will choose the faceless route, which is perfectly fine. Marketing is marketing. You're just removing yourself and you're using content, right? Faceless content, right? As the main thing, but you still got to learn everything, right? About digital marketing, because that's still digital marketing. You're just not the one out there doing the content in this way. All right. So pick one platform. All right. And here's the big bonus, y'all. I think this makes the entire call worth it. 4-part marketing formula. Okay, this is brilliant if you've never made any money online, because that's the struggle with this industry. So many people want to learn how to make money online, and then they easily get caught in this industry, right? Of selling something to another person to help them make money online. There's no problem in it. Where people struggle is not knowing how to communicate that message. This is the message that made me 28 sales in my first 30 days, right? And it's still the formula that I follow now, okay? I'm just in a completely different place in my business. Get ready to write this down. 4-part formula, okay? Here is where I am. And for some of y'all that have been in my world for a minute and have heard this and you're not doing this, I don't understand what else you're looking for. Here's where I am. That's part 1. Here is where I'm going. That's part 2. Right? I'm so excited. Fill in the blank. Right? And this is the vehicle that I'm using. Okay? So let me share what that looked like in 2007. This is where I am right now, right? I'm working full-time as a nurse. I'm not fulfilled. I don't see myself working as a nurse forever. I was like 33 years old at the time. I don't see myself working as a nurse forever, right? I've always had an entrepreneurial itch. I got tired of MLM and network marketing, and I decided to come online to learn how to make money online, right? I want to eventually, right, be boss free. I see this being my new way of life. So here's where I am, working full-time as a nurse, fed up, don't want to do it forever, right? And I see this internet marketing, making money online stuff being my new way of life. I'm going to be my own entrepreneur, right? Eventually I want to fire my boss, right? I want to make good money. I want this to be my new way of life. That's the message I shared when I first got started, right? And I'm so excited that I found this thing because I didn't know these things, right? And I know more people need to hear this. More people need to know this. So it's like, whatever you're excited about, you share that. And this is the vehicle. Like, this is how I know in the next 100 days. And that was my story in 2007, right? That's how I know in the next 100 days, I'm going to go from here, right, to here. And it wasn't job free in 100 days, right? But I had a vision for where I saw myself going in 100 days. And I said, right, like, and this is the thing that I bought, right? You've got to get your hands on this. If you're anything like me, it'll help you. And people bought it. 4-part formula. All right. Look in the live chat. Veronica put it there as well. Here's where I am. Everyone knows where you are. Like, you know where you are, right? Here's where I'm going. Everyone has a vision for where you know what you want, right? Like, you know where you want to go. You know the outcome you want out of all of this, right? Here's the vehicle why I'm so excited. That excitement piece, y'all, is everything. Excitement and where you're going is everything. Because if someone can get excited about what you're excited about and they want to go where you're going, now it's just kind of like, okay, show me where do I go? Where do I click? How do I buy this thing? How do I learn more at the very minimum, right? How do I learn more? So again, that excited bit and where you're going are the most important parts. All right? Because if they can resonate and identify with those things, now they are seeing themselves in the process of already buying or having that thing you're selling. because they know that's the separator. They know you have a vehicle, you have a thing. That's why you could have this excitement and have a bigger vision for where you're going. And if they could just get that as well, the same hope lies for them as well. Are you seeing a little bit of sales psychology, but are you understanding how and why all this works? And if you've been struggling or failing, why? Like, I guarantee you these elements are missing in your marketing, right? I guarantee you these elements are missing in your marketing. So you don't have to have made any kind of money. I didn't in 2007, but I made my first sales by, again, being excited about this journey I was on, where I was going, and painting that picture for other people and inviting them on this journey with me. I wasn't trying to be their mentor, their coach. Too many people nowadays are trying to do that. Believe it or not, people will buy from you without you being their mentor. You use this 4-part formula and people will buy from you, right? You guys, and the great news is, like I said earlier, yes, we have all of this, right? These are the steps. Again, you do this step 8, this becomes your daily thing. This is what you do to build your business now. And if you go out there and look at anyone you may look up to, or anyone that's inspired you along the way, or anyone that is having great results, right? We all consume content. You're going to realize that what I shared here is all up in their marketing strategy. Is all up in their marketing strategy. For those that have been around, am I right or am I right? Even though I can share my results, and I do, I only believe people buy from me, right? Because they do see the bigger picture for themselves because of how I've shared what I'm sharing. And I only share my results because I want people to know that identify with me, whether that be because of the color of your skin, because of your age, because of being a woman, whatever. You just identify with me for one reason or another. I feel like I owe it to people, right? To share what's possible so you know it is possible. Because oftentimes it's so easy to look and say, well, but they're 20, right? And they're bouncing around in a bikini, right? Doing these reels and sharing their lifestyle, and I can't do that. So I want someone to look at me and say, oh, well, she's not bouncing around in a bikini, right? And she's not just all about the lifestyle, but she's really breaking down like I could do what she does, or I could see myself. You see why that's so important? So this framework, right, it works. I'm telling you, you want to be a part of this digital marketing space and learn this stuff, right, and make money in this space and change your life. This is the formula that will help you change your life. I wish that I would have stayed so much more true to this in my early years. But again, I didn't have anyone like me. I had some really great people, but I didn't have anyone like me, right, that would have like made me realize the impact of staying the course, right? I wish I could have learned all of this stuff in this way, organized. I wish I could have learned all of this stuff. I wish I had the same opportunities that you guys have right now. Because this would have literally, like, I would have known I had everything that I needed. And I would have had the confidence to stay the path because I would have had someone telling me, just trust this. Like, this is going to set you up if you will trust the process and do the work. Right? So you guys, our DPU community, Digital Profits U community, will help you with all of this. The first part is you get access to the course. You get access to the core roadmap course. All right, which is going to teach you everything digital marketing and how to make money online in the business of online business. All right, from growing a very strong foundation, from discovering your business plan, your brand, your messaging, right? Learning automation, how to set up all of your automated tools, right? From your capture page to your sales page, to your payment processors, to your payment plans, to your thank you page, right? Making sure that people know how to access what it is they bought from you. If it's the course, right? Module 9 will guide you step by step through how to get this course set up, selling and using my exact system. So the system down below in my description, module 9, walks you through exactly how to get all of that set up. You're going to learn about email marketing, how to get your email marketing campaigns set up, right? We give you done for you emails that you can use right within the course. All right. When you're done, you are ready to go. You'll learn how to create content, right? You'll learn all about content planning, how to discover your voice in your content, right? You'll learn all about how to use YouTube. I teach the YouTube training, really, really fundamental, right? I grew my business to 6-figure years, right? With less than 3,000 subscribers on YouTube in an email list, right? Like my email list had less than 3,000 subscribers. So I know that it doesn't take going viral, right, to create a 6-figure brand for yourself. So you get that training. You also learn how to use TikTok. You learn how to use Instagram, right? You learn how to use Pinterest. You learn how to use Facebook. You learn how to use blogging, right? You learn how to create a business that's supportive of higher income on the back end. So this is not like, in this instance, if you decide to sell the course like I do, this is not just about one-off sales. Like, you learn how to actually build a business, right, that can help you make more sales inside of your business. So I have recurring income that I'm building alongside of this course that's built into the process. You're going to learn that. Right? You're going to learn, again, how to have a business. Again, not about one-off selling, but a business that's going to help you make far more money, right? This is your foundational course on digital marketing, how to start making money online for yourself, how to build your own personal brand, right? And how to set something up for yourself. Okay. That's one part. You also get the license to sell the course as your own that allows you to earn $500 every single time that you resell it. Right? Money goes instantly and directly to you. All right. And then you also have our community where you get access to office hours every Tuesday, ask questions, get guidance, get feedback, and your customers get access to it as well. It's all part of the course. And then for my personal customers, right, you purchase now, you also get the extended mentorship. All right, which gives you access to training once a month, right? A training and a hangout. They're awesome. You get access to the replays. So if you can't make them live, you get the replays. And you also get my mentorship hub. All right. That expires on July 31st. That will no longer be included. All right. Starting August 1st, there'll be a slightly new dynamic to it. And there will be a cost associated for anyone that wants extended mentorship to help them on their journey. All right. And just a little kind of plug in there, a little kind of insight for anyone that wants to model that for themselves. Guess what? That's going to be resellable for you as well. That will be another income stream for anyone that wants to leverage the new mentorship dynamic that's coming up, right? It's going to be amazing. Trust me, it'll be something you'll want to leverage and monetize inside of your business, right? But again, you'll be able to use it in two ways. Either you can monetize it, right? Or you can decide to learn from what I've done, right? And to create something of your own for if you want to build a community. Right? But I realize there are a lot of people that have purchased from me that literally would love to leverage almost everything that I do. And so I wanted to create a community, right, where, again, we can keep the party going. And that really is the vibe, right, of the new mentorship dynamic. We're literally keeping the party going, and it's going to be created to support those that understand this is a journey and a place where they'll always have to be able to plug in, right, to new and more information to help them every step of the way and to refer back to whenever they need to. So I can't go into more detail than that, but I'm so excited, right, by the dynamics of that. And I think it's going to benefit so many people, help so many people. And I believe it's going to actually put a little bit more coin in other people's pockets as well. So really, really excited about that. So if you're ready to get started, right, you do want to get started because, again, the mentorship that's there now, it will go away and you won't have the extended. You won't have the hub. You won't have the call once a month that you can plug into, right? And trust me, you're going to want it. What's already in there is amazing, but then to know every single month you get access to training that you don't have to pay for, right? And the replay, and it's there for you to refer back to whenever you want to. Again, I'm just telling you, it really is gold. All right. It really is gold. So I hope that you are leaving better than when you came. I'm going to pop into the chat just for a second. Yay, Nay, I see you. I'm in finally. She says, I've been trying for weeks. Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Excited for you. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Veronica, for posting in the live chat all the steps and everything that was broken it down today. And for anyone else that has any questions, first step, go to the link down below in the description and get the information. Right? If you have any questions, once you go through the very simple yet detailed sales page, it's just a one-page sales page. It breaks everything down. You'll see exactly what you get in every single module. You'll see exactly what you get in the entire course. You'll learn more about the Master Resale Rights license, and there's a few ways that you can get started. PayPal, debit or credit card, or payment plans through Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. All right, so if you want to get started sooner versus later, you want to split up your payments, there are options there available for you as well. All right, I'll make sure everyone gets plugged into the community. And again, by getting started now, you'll get to join us on our monthly training and hangout this Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once you go through the information, if you do have any questions, feel free to hit reply on any email that you receive from me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions and help you get all plugged in. Just know that this is your opportunity to be a part of this massive digital marketing wave that's happening with or without you, right? Like it's happening. That's just the thing. My job is to help more people understand what this is all about, how to get started, more importantly, how to get your share. I believe anyone can get started. I think Veronica talked about that recently. Like anyone can get started, right? However, right, the work really starts once you get started, right, and following through, going through the training, again, everything I broke down here, like that's when the work really, really starts, and knowing that you don't have to do it and navigate it all by yourself, right? Like to me is just an amazing thing. And I love being able to create the space so that people do have the confidence to learn and to know that they are supported on their journey. I know how much it meant for me, right, when I didn't have it. And when I found it, like I realized I could have had a far better start and faster start and a more consistent start. And I probably could have bypassed a lot of the mistakes that I made along the way. Shiny object syndrome, hopping around, right? Just a lot of lows that I had throughout the years. I believe they could have been minimized, right, had I had better guidance, right? And that's exactly what I'm creating to give people now. So I really hope that you're leaving better than when you came. You guys have a fantastic weekend, but also make it a productive weekend. If you're already in business, make sure you're planning, right, your week ahead. And on our call on Wednesday, I'm going to be helping you guys in a really, really big way when it comes to your business, content creation, planning it, everything around that, because the times that we're in right now for August and September, like we've got to do some really, really big things to take advantage of closing this year strong. So I'll be showing up on Wednesday to help you guys in that way. All right. And if you're ready to get started, again, the link is down below in the description. You'll get plugged into everything, and then you'll be automatically set to go when it comes to the mentorship as well. And you'll have that to always help you along the way. You are very welcome, Holistic Health and Wellness. Have a great day, you guys. I look so forward to seeing you inside of the community, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.